Hey, you guys, I'm back in the Kia showroom, and that's my friend Mahesh over there. And today I'm going to learn the highway maintenance of the car so that if there is a breakdown or if there is any issue, I can figure it out and till I find help. So, this is something that is very important for anyone who goes on a solo drive. And so, this is my step 2. And here is a car which is similar to mine. And Mahesh will be showing me how to check the basic stuff in this car. Okay? So, stay tuned and be with me.
So good afternoon. This is basically your engine room. So you will be traveling your journey once your first service is completed, which is for 1000 kilometers. So next service will be for the 10,000 kilometers. So that will be the first maintenance service. So in your journey time, the things that you need to observe or you need to maintain. So that is what I am going to show you here.
Okay, Mahesh. So let's check out the car.
Okay, this will be your engine room. So this is how your engine room will look. So there are certain 4 to 5 parameters where you need to really take care of that. So first I will tell you what is the major thing that we have to take it around. So first is your engine coolant. Okay. So engine coolant, it will maintain the engine temperature. So once it is get heated, automatically the fluid will supply to the engine so that the engine temperature remains same for the drivable condition. Okay. So here if you see there are markings, markings here. One is F is for full and L is for low. Okay. So normally we have to keep it, this is in between F and L or F. It is always recommended to keep it on F. Okay. And this is your brake oil fluid. So brake oil fluid is the oil which supplies for the pump where it will helps you to apply on the braking level. Okay. So this generally it is the same kind of coolant functions what it is do. And here is the engine coolant leveler.
Engine oil,
brake oil fluid leveler, where you will also keep this, but this both comes in a different color, so that you will not get confused on your highway drive. Yeah. So it comes with a small filter. This you can use it at the time of filling the brake oil fluid, and in the other side you can see the leveler here. That is the maximum level. So always we have to make sure, we have to ensure that this remains on the maximum level. So that is there on your brake oil fluid. And
how often should I check these things?
Well, basically this you can run for 10,000 kilometers. If it is beyond 10 to 12,000 kilometers also, these two are the things it will not go empty unless there is no defect or damages or anything happens to this tanks. So this is basically mileage of 10 to 15,000 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
So this is just for your consciousness that I am telling you to you.
Sure.
Just for your awareness. Okay. So these two are this one is the engine coolant, second one is the brake oil fluid. The third one is the water for your wipers. Which will spill the water on your windshield.
Like magically it appears.
Magic water. So this you can use it with soap oil or some shampoo. You can use it or a plain water.
How much shampoo should I add to water?
One shampoo for 2 to 3 liters of water. That
one
is
shampoo meaning one
just
sachet?
1 rupee, 2 rupee shampoo. That is okay. But
how much water can be filled in this?
This can take up to 2.4 liters.
Oh, okay.
But this 2.4 liters will only help you at the time of rainy seasons. That too if you want to clean your windshield. But more normally this will be filled with in all the time. But this is also one of the maintenance that you need to take care of it. Okay. So it is always recommended to use a glass cleaner instead of using a shampoo. Shampoo you use only on an emergency basis if you get a proper clean glass cleaner.
What is glass cleaner and where can I get it?
Glass cleaner normally you get in any of the lubricants, automobile or any of the service gas pumps or anything, anywhere like that. That is the reason that we use a shampoo as a secondary, but primary that what we use is the glass cleaner, where it will give you an absolute vision for your longer drives. Second thing, the third thing, this is one red thing what you can see is an engine oil checker.
Right.
So since this is also one of the conscious that what we have to see. So this is the engine oil level checker.
Yes.
Okay, these are the two marks. This is again full mark, high, and this is low. So always we have to use the engine oil in this state where it looks green or whatever the lubricant is still
okay.
there.
It should not be black.
So if it is too black, then we have to normally think that it is a time to change this one.
Okay. So like this is what, black or green?
This is green.
Okay.
You can see the green pitch here.
So the blackness is okay because
Blackness
the
is
tinge
because of
there.
the engine smoke will be there, but the more ratio is with the green only.
With green, okay.
So that is the reason it still remains the new oil.
And there it goes.
Okay, so that is there. And this thing is again
this is the radiator.
Yeah, normally this will not require any kind of maintenance because radiator itself will be having some water. Parallelly, where your engine coolant will also mix into that, and it will keep the engine temperature low, where it will not give you the overheat kind of a session.
Yeah, old days we used to fill this almost every day or every other day, right? But nowadays we don't fill this coolant at all. I mean this water at all.
You don't do this because it's a old school technology where earlier it was having on a highway tracks. So basically, what I told you first, let me just give a glance on this. First is the engine coolant, which I told you about, which keeps the engine temperature.
That
Second
is
thing
brake oil.
is brake oil fluid. And this third one is your wiper washer.
Yes, and this is the
engine oil checker.
Yes.
And this is again the radiator. Okay, and the fifth point is what we have is your battery.
Battery, yes.
So battery, you no need to worry on the battery. Even on the different climatical condition also, battery remains in a working condition, because it will help you for a normal cold region as well as hot region also. So battery, once the vehicle is started, automatically it has got its own self regeneration charging also. So it's not like our mobile phone that you need to charge this every time. It has got a self regenerator.
Right.
So battery, you no need to worry.
You call it a dynamo, right?
Dynamo, which converts the thermal, which converts the energy. So that is called as a dynamo. So that is nothing to do with the dynamo, but yes, it charges from the dynamo and the converter.
So
that is how the battery works. So that is the thing. And this is one more box. This is called as a fuse box. So only a technical guy can understand. There are particular fuse which is mentioned for with the ampere. So these all the fuses is mainly related to the main relay. So these are all the fuse which is telling you that this is connected to watt. So basically, until unless you are a technical guy, you will not be able to figure it out.
Understand, yes.
So these are all the extra fuse. If in case an emergency that you require a spare fuse. For example, if you see the 15 amps fuse here, here also you can see a 15 ampere. And
these
you can
are
see the
extra
10.
fuse.
Yeah, 10. So this will help you, and you can also see this 15 amps for what exactly they have given it for. If there is any short or if any kind of malfunctioning had happened or anything, so you have a spare fuse where you can use for an emergency purpose, 10 ampere, 15 ampere, and here you have a 20 ampere because for the fuel pump, and 15 ampere and 10 ampere for the AC. So these are all the extra fuse for an emergency basis that what we have given it to you. So until unless you know this technically,
most people don't know about it at all, right?
Yes. So because normally, until unless you know about technically, you can be able to change this fuse. Or sometimes on a very emergency or very remote area, if you're trying to connect with our Kia Connect or with someone with the nearest, they'll tell you to at least to replace for a time being. So you should be knowing this for an emergency basis, that what they are talking about. So what is 10, what is 15, what is 20, what is 25, you should be knowing that what they are talking about. So with the situation understanding by your side, they can be able to tell you that to analyze this over a call. If still you are not able to manage, then we will be having a roadside assistance where they will come and they'll get it done for you.
Okay.
On an emergency.
Why are these empty?
See, there are multiple switches where it is there. Only for the related to the programming of the particular variants, all the fuses will be connected. There are some features which will not be there because since this model is not a top end version, only some of the one which comes with the top end version, that is the reason there are empty there. So once the fuse is connected, then only the battery will give the power to the fuse, then the fuse will start activating as per the ECM and ECU which is connected. So this is just for an emergency basis what you will be seeing it.
And this is easy to open. This is just
one click and you can open it. You have to be careful on the shape of the box. So that is how the shape is. The same exactly the shape, it will go and it will fix it.
What is this?
So this is again an air filter.
Huh.
This is with a turbo hose. This is an air
Okay.
filter. Air filter, yes, you should also take care, but it is not recommended for a customer
To
until unless you are technical or you're
Okay.
an automobile.
Mhm.
So this is just a kind of a air filter.
So is there some cleaning to be done inside?
No, generally this will be taken care at the time of service itself.
Huh.
So that's what, like earlier I told you, even though you don't take care of the engine coolant, brake oil fluid, wiper water
Huh.
for a very long time after you're skipping your general periodic services.
Huh.
So general periodic services, as I told you, this will be there for 10,000 kilometers.
Right.
So this 10,000 kilometers, even though you don't change or you don't top up, this has a lifespan or a drivability range of 10 to 15,000 kilometers.
Right.
Only the thing is there is no chance that this can go completely empty, but only thing is this can come, the level
Okay.
can come low.
Okay.
So that is how it is. It will be. The same goes to your air filter also.
Huh.
The air filter, it is nothing but the section of the engine air where it will gives it will section of the engine air. It will recycle it and it will give the pure air for the fuel combustion.
Okay.
So that is how the air filter will work, and that is how the
Okay.
air filter is helpful for us. So even though if it is not clean, that is okay, but it is always recommended to go on a periodic maintenance once in a service intervals.
Okay. So basically, those who are watching this, they will want to know where is that horsepower engine, right?
See, basically, this we cannot, show it in over a theory thing. This is basically more into a practical thing.
Uh-huh.
And if you need to know about horsepower,
Huh.
then only I can show it in a diagram, because these are all
okay.
the things which works inside the engine.
Right.
Only we
Right.
can do a calculation, but we
Huh.
cannot see that how an engine horsepower is generated or something like
So
that.
they say, right?
Basically, a pure math thing.
2 compartment, 4 compartment, 3 engine, 4 engine, something like that.
They
What is
not
the
as
term?
2 engine, 4 engine. They will tell you as 3 cylinder, 4 cylinder.
Yes. Yes.
So 3
yes.
cylinder, 4 cylinder is nothing but the intake
Huh.
and the exhaust. So that is also if
So
you.
where are those cylinders?
So basically you cannot see here. That is what I told
okay.
you. These are all the inside compartments which will be inside the engine. So it's one is the intake which enters, one is the outtake which comes out. So that is how it is called as one intake and one outtake. So the cylindrical chambers, that is called as cylinders. So if it is one cylinder, single cylinder. If it is 2, it is 2. It is 3, it is 3. Then 4 is 4. So that is how it is.
So this is a 4-cylinder car?
This is basically, yes, it is a 4-cylinder vehicle.
Okay.
So where you will be having 2 inlet and 2 outlets.
Achha.
So the burning sensation, the air intake and fuel supply will be faster compared to a single cylinder vehicle. You have to look out for your how to remove your spare wheel.
Uh-huh.
How to, on an emergency basis, we have an emergency triangle where you have to present that, and we have a tool kit, and we have a spare wheel. I will tell you how to remove the spare wheel as well as how to change your tire if in case
All
of
right.
a puncture or a.
So this has to be closed by pulling this, right?
Yes, basically here you have a lock here.
Huh.
So once it is open, so this will
Okay.
be fixed in this condition. So
Okay.
once you open this completely,
Huh.
remove this first lock.
Yeah.
Fix this here on the hole where exactly it will fit here. So
Right.
once it is fixed, you can leave it. So this doesn't
Okay.
come with a hydraulic thing. This thing, it is a manual one.
Huh.
So nowadays most of the car comes with hydraulic.
Oh,
Some
okay.
of the car comes with a manual.
With the manual.
It will totally
Okay.
depend upon the bonnet size and the weight.
Okay.
So that doesn't do anything with the technology or something. So
Right.
totally depends upon the weight
Huh.
and the size of the
Size
bonnet.
of the model. Okay.
So once it is closed, you will take this out,
Yes.
put it back. Then again, at least on a half feet distance, you will close
You
the
have to-
bonnet
Oh.
because it is heavier. So if it is very close to the lock,
It won't
may
close.
not having a proper closure.
Ah.
So it's always recommended on a half feet height, you will close the bonnet.
Okay. And I just want to show my audience how to open the bonnet. So
Okay.
to open the bonnet, yeah, Mahesh.
Okay. The lever is on the down.
Yes.
It is above the accelerator. You can see
Yeah.
the car image as well.
Huh.
So once you trigger this out,
Ah,
so
that's
automatically
it.
your bonnet will
Bonnet opens, and then you have to pull it. There is a clip kind of a thing,
clip kind
right?
of a thing. Yes.
Yes, and
And also,
with that clip, you have to remove it with your
if
finger.
You don't know where the clips are.
Huh.
So the easiest way to find out is first you open a bonnet for an inch. So it will
Okay.
give you an extra room space.
Put your
Insert
finger.
your finger.
Yeah.
So like tuck like this.
Right.
So once you insert your
Simple.
finger, you can able to
Yes.
reach out where is the lever is exactly. So once you get the lever, just push it side so that you can open this.
Yes, so this is a little about the car's engine. And now let's go and see
There.
the rear. Yes. All right,
There's a
so
small
here it
button
is.
here. Once
Ah.
you touch this, automatically
The
boot
yes.
will open. So this is your parcel tray. The parcel tray is attached to your rear windshield also.
Huh.
Whenever it is not required, you can just put a hanger here. So that you
Okay.
get some extra
Space.
headroom
Huh.
for you to reach easily.
Okay. All right, that's the traffic
So
cone.
this is the traffic triangle which we are talking about. Normally
Huh.
we use this on a highway basis. Okay.
Okay.
So triangle name itself states that it is a triangle.
It's a
shape.
triangle.
Easy thing.
Huh.
On an emergency time on a highway, you will place it some about 5 feet distance like this.
5 feet from the car.
5 feet from the car.
Okay. All
I shall
right.
also show you the spare wheel. Spare wheel will be inside this mat.
Yes.
And there will be a small trunk here.
Huh.
So this will be the toolkit
Jack.
for your spare wheel.
Yes.
Okay.
The jack and the wrench.
Yes. So this
Yeah.
will be having a complete tool. So this toolkit I will tell you in the next session that
Huh.
how to take out this tool, how to
Okay.
fix the tool,
Huh.
how to put the jack and to remove the wheel so
Okay.
that you can
Okay.
change your spare wheel. The next
And
thing I can tell you.
how much air should I fill in my tires?
The air it is always recommended to 20 to 24 psi. Which we call as the air pressure, that is how we measure the air in
Huh.
PSIs.
Okay.
Or on a layman language, it is if for any bunks that you go,
Huh.
in between 34 to 36.
Okay.
You can just
okay.
change this number as 34 to 36
Huh.
so that it will be easily understood for a person.
Okay.
Instead of PSI, normally we
So-
as an automobile we use as a PSI.
PSI. Okay.
So pressured state of intake, that is what that we
okay.
call as.
Okay.
So instead of PSI, you can just tell them as 36 or 34, just a number. So that should be able to understand very easily for a layman.
So is nitrogen better or the normal air better?
See, nitrogen, the advantage of nitrogen is it keeps you the tire pressure low. So the air, the diameter, whatever the present in the wheel, tire. So it keeps the temperature warm or cold.
Ah, okay.
That is an advantage of nitrogen.
Okay.
And comparing to the weight to a normal air pressure to a nitrogen air, the weight of the tire will be lighter in nitrogen comparing to your normal
Oh, okay.
tire.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the nitrogen is not available in any of
Smaller,
all of the,
yeah.
or only it is available in metro cities. Most of the outskirts you will not be having, or you will not be having an option of a nitrogen.
Uh-huh.
But it is always recommended that you have to use one set of air. Whether you go for a normal air,
Huh.
yes. Whether you go with a nitrogen air, yes. You should not mix both the things.
Ah, okay. So if I'm going
If there
for
is a normal air, and if you still find that yes, nitrogen can be easily maintained,
Huh.
we have to throw back all the air, or we have to drain out all the air. Then
Okay.
again, we have to re-top up with nitrogen.
and the other way also, if there
Other
is
way around
nitrogen,
also.
then
Yes.
so
Only thing is the molecule will be having more the capacity of the molecule, the size of the molecule will be having
Okay.
bigger in normal air comparing to nitrogen.
Ah.
So that is the reason we recommend not to mix both of the
Okay.
airs to in between.
Okay.
So
So the
always-
car, when you issue from, new car, do you give it with nitrogen or
No, we
with?
don't give it with nitrogen. We give
Achha.
it with a
Normal air.
Still, we
Okay.
have a standard one.
Yeah.
Nitrogen is a recently made up by tire inventors or who works on the tires. Just to keep relay on their tires,
Okay.
longer life, and for
Okay.
the all conditions.
Okay.
all weather conditions. So that is the reason they have come out with this
Okay.
nitrogen.
Okay. Okay.
So in the next
So,
video, I'll show you how to open the spare wheel,
Huh.
how to connect the.
there is one more question, that how often do you need to fill air in your tire?
See, basically, if you are on a regular basis that you use,
Huh.
if you use your car on a daily basis, it is always recommended once in a month or once in a 2 months. Once you can check your tire pressure.
That's it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because there will be air circulation which will happen.
Huh.
If the car is standing for a very long time, because due to the weight, the air is still there are micro chances where the air can come out of the rim or come
Right.
out of the wall tube or something like that. So that is the reason if the vehicle is standing for a more than 15 to 20 days, there is a chances of the air can get low because of the car weight continuously on the tires.
Okay.
But it is
Okay.
always recommended once in a month you top up your air or to check your air.
Okay. 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 So I used to keep it up, practice that every time I go for refueling, I would also get the air top up.
Yeah, ma'am. Sometimes the old school methods will still be having the same. But nowadays, after there were ages like we were using a tube inside the tire. Now most of the tire is coming
Tubeless. Yes.
So that doesn't require the same mechanism.
Okay.
The mechanism can be still changed.
Okay.
So now with the help of tubeless, you don't need to maintain every time that you go for a fuel top up.
Okay.
It is okay that you can use it for once in a while or once in a month that you go and you top up the air.